so this is the Bxtreme brand of rub. This is the Texas Dust, and I haven't opened it yet. The steak dust that I bought today, when I opened the lid on it, the lid was already partially open on it, and on the inside the rub was solid and hard, and I had to take an ice pick to stab down into it to break it up. So that's kind of concerns me, since this is supposed to be a freshness seal. And yeah, so let's look at the Texas Dust, and let's open it and see if it's the same thing. So you can see it's on. That was a little tight. Getting it off. And this one is the same. As you see it, it's not sealed all the way. So we'll go ahead and pull the seal, and you can see here to where it's clumped up on the lid, and it's already clumped up here. This is hard. See, it's hard. It's hard partially down, and then it kind of softens up. So, you know, that's kind of got me a little concerned. I'm sure that, you know, it's probably fine, but you can see it's all hard and lumpy here. You know, most places, if you were to go to the store and you buy something that's supposed to become fresh off the shelf, and you get it home and you find out that it's not sealed all the way, whatever you'd return it. Well, I'm not going to return it. We're going to give it a try and see what it's like. But right now, that's already got 3 strikes against it. Three different rubs, and they were all the same way. Hey, it's Tut with Big Hat Barbecue, and we're going to use some Bxtreme Stampede dust, a little bit of steak dust, and a little bit of Texas dust on these steaks to see what kind of flavor we get. So I'm going to start off with just a light coating of the Stampede dust. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit of the steak dust. I'm not going real heavy on these. Terry Rohn is the 2018 world champion for the SCA, which is the State Cook-Off Association. And I met him at an event, and he's a rep for Bxtreme. He's partners with them, and very nice gentleman. He took time out of his day to talk to me about the cook, and also I decided to give his products a try. So that's what we're going to do on these New York strips. So I've got a light coating on here. Pat the seasoning down a little bit. I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. Now the Stampede dust, this first one I'm putting on, he he recommends, really use this on pork and chicken. Well, we're going to give it a shot on this beef. He said you can really put it on anything, but highly recommended this on the chicken and pork products. Now coming back in with another light coating of the Texas dust. And then we're using the steak dust. Now, the flavors, it really shouldn't matter which one you put on, which layer first, but you never know, especially if you're cooking a steak that's going to be judged on the taste and all. Now, I'm not looking for grill marks or any of that other stuff. All we're doing is simply using these three products, the Bxtreme products, and seeing what the taste is like on these New York strips. So now I'm going to cover these New York strips up. I'm going to put them in the fridge, and I'm going to let them sit for a few hours in the fridge. I'll pull them out and let them sit just a little bit longer out into room temperature, and then we'll fire up the grill later this evening. So stay tuned. All right, so we're back with the New York strip steaks that was seasoned with the Bxtreme rubs. We've got them going on the Pit Boss. They've only been on for a couple minutes. So there they are on the Pit Boss. We'll get them up to about 125 or so. Then we'll open up the heat shield here, and then we'll sear them, get them charred, and then we'll let them rest. And hopefully we'll get them up somewhere around 137, 138, somewhere in that area. And again, like I said, I'm not really going after grill marks or any of the other stuff. We cook it to the way that we like the steak, but we're going after the taste, flavor, and to see if that's something we like. So we'll be back. All right, so we got the steaks done. See internal temp there. That one's a little high on that end, but there towards the end is about where I want it. So we'll let these rest for a few minutes, and then we'll get them served up, cut into them, see what they look like. All right, so we just got done with dinner. We had those New York strips with the Bxtreme steak dust, the Stampede dust, and the Texas dust. It could be in the cut of meat. Those New York strips probably weren't the best in the world, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence on this rub. I'm not sure if the combination of the Stampede dust, which is this one here. They had said, pork and chicken. I thought we'd try and do all three this time, so it could be my fault. So we're going to give the Bxtreme one more shot on a different cut of meat, and the next time we're just going to use the Texas dust and the steak dust and see if there's any kind of flavor difference. I've seen these rubs win competitions. These came highly recommended, but off this first test, if I was a judge, this wouldn't be the flavor that I would be going after. And of course, I realize everybody's taste buds are different,
Some people, you know, want something a little salty. Some people don't want something so salty. And I know it's all subjective, but you know, I promised I'd give an honest review on it. So, like I said, we're going to give it one more shot. And hey, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe and like. This is the first video that's going up on Big Hat Barbecue's YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Up and coming competition cook. Hey, we'll talk to you later. Bye.